Welcome back everyone to another review. We have another 2D shooter. By the way, originally this was going to be the Cursed Nether Regions review, but turns out it's just one world, one boss. Don't get me wrong, the game itself is pretty great, and I could definitely see this game becoming an instant classic. But I can't really review those kinds of games unless it's Techapalooza. If you're wondering, when it comes to non-Techapalooza stuff, I try my best not to review those kinds of games. But in place of that, it's one of the more iconic loot games, Shadows of Yidhra, made in the Unity engine. Let's dive right on in. So, you play as a woman named Delta who wakes up in an laboratory overran by zombies.
Oh god damn it!
Yay! Later on, you find a little girl named Ray. This leads me to talking about the gameplay. Now, for those who don't know, in my previous review, I talked about how this game plays like Cyan Brain. And yeah, it plays the exact same like Cyan Brain. Probably just a lot more stripped down as well, because I really haven't gone around to properly playing that game yet. And instead of, having probably some decent enemies, it's just one real kind of enemy constantly. Charging dudes. Fun. Okay, dude, I think you should hop off the fucking steroids, bro. Now, there are some slight variations, like ranged enemies as well, but they are too few and far between, and I'll talk about the bandit camp later. One thing I give this game some credit for is when you do empty a mag, it automatically reloads it, meaning you don't have to press the damn reload button, which is great, because in most games, they don't do that, which I kind of find dumb. Of course, you also have, your fair share of guns, pistols, shotguns, SMGs, assault rifles, sniper rifle later on. But don't sleep on the fucking assault rifle and the SMG. Those are pretty damn great. However, you're going to be strapped for ammo during the beginning of the game. So, the melee is going to be your best friend. Also, your dash button. You also have nades, but I rarely use them. These are not incendiary grenades, I will tell you that much, because I would have kept throwing that shit. But once you reach the end of the laboratory, you find one of the professors, Professor Chitsuru, and well, yeah, she's not really looking that good. The reason why I'm even mentioning this is because Delta and Ray were looking for her, but yeah, she's not in any good conditions. So after we put her the fuck down and immediately escape the laboratory, this kids is where I kind of just clocked out with the story. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, because this game gets pretty fucking boring.
Boring, really awfully boring.
Because nearly all the enemies, as previously mentioned, are charging dudes. Whether it be a dog or one of those guys who goes on all fours, or people who just fucking run it. Occasionally I do get a big back and I guess a spitter, but that's really it. Shortly we encounter a base, and the head of said base is Kaguya, who gives us a test. So after pumping her full of lead, she trusts us and to set us to go after a bandit camp. I forgot why we're going after a bandit camp. But the bandit camp just fucking sucks. It's annoying as hell. Mainly because of the gun bandits, because again, they fucking stun you. So we encounter the leader of the bandits, and after one annoying boss fight, we realize that Kaguya is the main bad guy. So after one sewer level and going to a different laboratory, by the way, at this point of you playing this game, if you're not a rampaging death machine by the time you reach the laboratory, just uninstall the fucking game.
That's what you got, then it's not enough, if that's all you're not, what you're not, then we call your bluff, if that's what you got, then it's not enough, if that's what you got, not enough, that's a battlefield, not enough.
So, we find the scientist who is the main contributor of the virus, who originally was supposed to help out his daughter, friend, whoever, Maki. However, of course, it became a failed experiment. So after we put that scientist down, we come over back to base. And well, we nearly head back to base. And Kaguya's there. And she basically talks about how she's going to be the savior and you're basically a failed experiment and one of the fakes. Again, I want to reiterate, I checked out of the story because, again, the game is so goddamn boring. So, we kill her.
Ho ho ho.
Green giant.
And now we plan on spreading the cure with Ray because apparently she's fucking built different.
I'm built different.
Holy mind numb, this game is boring as hell.
Boring, boring, really truly boring.
This game is like eating paste for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The story's so bland and cliche. It's not even just, I can't even make anything up at that point. And the gameplay has much to be desired. Holy, I just remembered. By the way, you also have stat tokens. And I'm just gonna say it, the stats are a goddamn placebo. Yeah, they're just a goddamn placebo. It barely feels like I'm doing anything meaningful. Granted, I might be wrong. Again, I checked out of this game a good while in. Believe it or not, the only time I actually had something entertaining was me checking up on managing inventory and items. But other than that, it's boring. Now, I know there's a sequel towards this game, and hopefully it fixes the problems that I had with it. But, yeah. And I know some of you guys are going to ask me, Overlord, what about the graphics? Well, the game looks good. The sound design is kind of lazy. Yeah. The animations are nice, especially with the CGs. Listen, guys, when it comes to these kinds of games, this is not a visual novel, obviously. So visuals are kind of like, they're a main contributor, but they're expected. Overall, you can polish a turd, but at the end of the day, it's still a goddamn turd. And yeah, overall, this game is boring as hell. Honestly, I'd say just get the game at the Forbidden Forms and just import a save if you want to play this. Other than that, you could do way worse with $11.
If you enjoyed this video, considering liking this video, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. If you want to see Overlord's escapades outside of YouTube, hit up his X, Pixiv, DeviantArt, or Blue Sky. If he ever uses it. If you wish to support the channel by funding the channel, you can DM him on YouTube, Discord, or on Blue Sky to commission artwork from him. You can also donate to the Ko-Fi, or buy some stuff on his Etsy garage sale, or just go on City Wave Plaza.